This is the Apple branded leather case for the iPhone 6 Plus. Hi, Dan for Gear Diary. I just got my iPhone 6 Plus. It is mammoth, as Perry said in his first look. It is a really big smartphone. It is actually also pretty amazing and gorgeous, and I love it. But the thing about this phone is that it's got a lot of metal. It's a little bit slick, and it's got, as people have pointed out, it's got this camera protrusion, which gives it a really awesome camera. But it does mean that this is going to be much more vulnerable. And even though it is sapphire glass, it does concern me. So I wanted to make sure that when this was picked up, that it immediately was in a case. And we don't have any review samples in house yet, so I ended up picking up Apple's iPhone 6 Plus leather case. Now, it is an Apple product, which means that it comes at a premium. This case is just under $50. It is pricey, especially for what it is, but it is also gorgeous and it does a phenomenal job. It's designed specifically for the iPhone 6 Plus, so it's designed for the 5.5-inch display, and it comes in 5 different colors. I want to crack it open and take a quick look because I really do like this, and I happen to think it's one of those times when an Apple accessory is actually really good, and an Apple accessory is something that you probably should consider getting. So let's pop open the case and take a look. So this is the case itself. It is basically just a piece of formed leather. It's got the Apple logo back here for people who love that. It's got the cutout. The buttons are covered but fully accessible except for the mute toggle. That one is actually just a hole so you can get your finger in there. Nice size cutout for the camera, microphone, and flash. And the bottom is completely open, which is a nice thing if you're using accessories that plug into the bottom. Now, to get the phone into the case, it's as simple as placing it in like this. It took me a couple of tries because the bottom is where the ease of movement is, and just pushing it kind of down, just like that. And then it just goes right over. So why do I like this case so much? Well, first off, it adds a little bit of grip, a little bit of tactile feel to the iPhone 6 Plus, which is a good thing since you don't want to drop this. Second of all, it protects the back, it protects the sides, but it also, more importantly, protects the corners of the phone. And it does give you just a bit of lay on the table protection. Once I get a screen protector, I'll be able to use it, and it actually will be flush with the edges here. But for now, I do have lay on the table protection, which is really nice and really important since this beautiful screen is really something that is one of the big selling points of this particular phone. So the case does a really good job with that. The other thing that I really like is that it's not thick at all, but it is thick enough that now the lens is actually recessed a little bit. So if I put the phone down, it's not resting on the lens of the camera, and it also sits flat. There's none of this rocking back and forth that we're seeing. So no rocking, and also you have it nicely protected and recessed, but fully accessible. Here on the bottom, as I mentioned before, you have access to the Lightning connector, which is great if you're using something like the Zoom microphone that I'm using to record this actually, but I'm using it right now on my iPod Touch. You've got the speaker, your microphone, and your 3.5mm headphone jack. All of them are accessible, but the corners are still nicely protected. So this is the Apple branded iPhone 6 Plus leather case. It comes in 5 different colors. It has an MSRP of $49, and it's available from Apple. I just picked one up in the local Apple retailer here. I would definitely recommend this. I do wish it were a little bit less expensive, but it's an Apple product, so that's not a surprise either, is it? This is Dan from Gear Diary. Thanks very much for watching.